It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 24th of August. I'm Michael Groff. Active weather across the valley last night where some spots got some heavy rain, hail, strong wind. Will we see another round of showers and storms today before the moisture starts to thin out over the weekend and we see an extended hiatus in our monsoon? Let's get out there and talk about it. Yesterday in the valley, 103 was our high, 79 the low, and a quarter of an inch of rain officially in the bucket at Sky Harbor. I had over an inch of rain here in Arcadia. And outside right now, here at 12:10 p.m., mostly sunny skies in the valley, 93 degrees presently at Sky Harbor, dew points at 66, humidity 41%, the winds are light, and the barometer is falling. Temperatures across south central Arizona here in the midday hour. Most of us are in the 90s right now. Check out the radar. Things pretty quiet out there. Some showers and storms beginning to pop up across southeast Arizona and up along the rim as well. And storm motion today will generally be from west to east or southwest to northeast, so keep that in mind. The upper air look presently, we have high pressure off to the east, a developing trough over the Pacific Northwest, and that's going to turn our flow aloft more out of the west and strengthen it in time, which will lead to drier air. The watch warning map, we do have a flash flood watch in effect for southeast Arizona, including the Tucson metro until midnight tonight. And so any storms that develop today will be capable of producing some torrential rain, especially in southeastern portions of the state. Convective outlook for today, a slight risk of severe storms from southern Minnesota through northern Missouri with a marginal risk for many of the adjacent states, another marginal risk across parts of Montana. In Arizona, at least the eastern two-thirds of the state are in the green, so thunderstorm activity is expected today, although it will be rather widely spaced. Rainfall for the next 7 days coming from the WPC amounts around 1/10 of an inch here in the valley. Heavier totals over eastern Arizona. And as always, I mentioned the disclaimer here, your amount will vary. These maps representing an average across the region. So let's get out to the models and break it all down in more detail. Here we go. The GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is the upper look at about 18,000 feet. Shortwave troughing across the northern plains and the Pacific Northwest. High pressure to our south and east. A light southwesterly steering flow aloft here. So the drier air in no big hurry to get into the region. So down at the surface, we'll turn partly sunny this afternoon. High temperatures between 99 and 103, and it will be sticky. We'll see widely scattered showers and thunderstorms popping up this afternoon, but that's the key. They'll be very widely spaced. But if you're lucky enough to get parked under one of these slow-moving storms, you could get a deluge like we saw yesterday. Some spots saw 1 to 2 inches of rain, and yes, maybe even some hail and strong damaging winds. We had a wind gust of 73 miles per hour in North Phoenix yesterday. Looking at the high-resolution model, the HRRR this afternoon at 5 o'clock, it's got some discrete cells popping up. Heavier totals will be along the higher terrain just to the north and east of the valley, Carefree, Cave Creek, the typical upslope areas. And how much rain we get? Well, let's look at the short-range ensemble forecast. It's really hard to tell, but this is what the model output looks like for this afternoon. See, one model has us over an inch of rain. The mean is around 1,600, and that looks pretty reasonable. Any storm that does develop would certainly be capable of producing that. All right, otherwise, tonight we'll have lows mostly mid-70s to low 80s with a continued slight chance of showers and storms. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny. There could be an isolated storm again, but the drier air is going to be working in. I would expect any storms that develop will be mostly over the higher terrain. So the chance of rain here in the valley, technically not zero tomorrow, but you could pretty much go ahead and plan any outdoor activities. I don't think we're going to get a storm here. Highs between 100 and 103. Sunday, the drier air in here, mostly sunny. Highs 101 to 104. And the next week looks like we'll be on a monsoon hiatus, folks. Dry air in here, no chance of storms. Humidity levels lower. Temperatures afternoon highs somewhere between 102 and 106, and lows in some of the coolest valley locations near 70, around 80 in the urban core. And that'll persist Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Just no chance of rain almost statewide during this entire time. Now, here's a week from today. This is Friday, the 31st of August. High pressure building over the southern plains. Maybe more of a southerly flow developing and moisture could start to come back, but this is pretty far out there and there's not a lot of model consistency here. And just for the heck of it, let's go out 10 days. This is Monday, the 3rd of September, the end of the forecast period, and that's Labor Day, now that I think about it. And if this is right, could see some tropical moisture coming back in. The GFS is insisting upon developing a tropical system over the eastern Pacific, somewhere south of the Baja. and a trough over the Pacific Northwest, and that would be an ideal configuration for bringing tropical moisture in here, but again, way too far out to call right now. Checking the temperatures through the period coming off of the GFS Ensemble. Looks about right, maybe just a little bit above average to close out the month and head into September. I actually think those overnight lows might be just a little bit cooler with the drier air coming in. Otherwise, not bad. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Now, if you like our videos, you can always subscribe to us. That way, whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Also, you can donate to me on PayPal. groffshow@gmail.com is my email address over there. It's groffshow@gmail.com on PayPal. Be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated, have yourselves a fantastic Friday and a great weekend, everybody.